Well, when I was offered to write Iron Man 3, it was look, it was a big step up for me. I'd written a movie for Marvel already called Runaways, which hopefully one day will still get made, but kind of got lost in the shuffle when Avengers kind of like stepped up to the plate, and and but I was kind of in some way part of the family, and so it was a huge day. But the interesting thing about a movie like this is you already have the release date, so you get a job, and there's not really that moment to celebrate because suddenly it's head down for 2 years, and you just got to hit that date. And we finished it 5 weeks ago. People assume that we're given like a quite strong mandate by Marvel, and obviously Kevin Feige, the producer of this movie and the kind of architect of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, has a very strong guiding hand. But partly because of when we started writing this, we actually had kind of a clean slate. Bear in mind, Captain America hadn't even come out yet. Avengers was a script that we read towards the end of writing our first draft, and it was only when we were actually shooting Iron Man 3 that Avengers came out and became a worldwide phenomenon. I think the biggest challenge was always finding something that felt new, not least because we wanted the audience to have it, but also because, you know, Robert isn't going to approach a movie and give his all to it if he's not excited to do it. And so, truthfully, you've got a very hard customer to please right there, and so that's a good starting point. We very much come off the back of Avengers Assemble in that Tony kind of at the end of Avengers Assemble reaches the end of a trilogy. He saves the world. He's kind of redeemed himself from everything that he was at the beginning of Iron Man 1. And what then became exciting for Shane and I was the question of what actually happens next. He's a guy who went into a cave, this spoiled brat, 5 years ago, and he emerged from that cave a superhero called Iron Man. And the question that we kept coming back to was, where did Tony Stark go? And we liked the idea that this is a movie where Tony has to try and find the hero that he is rather than just who the icon of Iron Man is. What's amazing about the collaborative process for Iron Man 3 is that in an odd way, even though it's this vast machine and this vast movie, the way that Kevin Feige and Marvel make movies is actually, it's like a family business. There's a core team of 5 or 6 of us who break the story and who kind of drive it along, and then there's this amazing setup, arguably the finest kind of studio for action and previs and all of those elements that exists in the world today. And so, truthfully, what's exciting about it is that they kind of go, here are the tools. It's yours to mess up, which again has some intimidation level to it, but it's also an amazing opportunity.